I'm Beards.
And I'm bullshit.
Well, thank you for telling me. Today's first sponsor is the Air Dry Freezers. If you need a place to scream your head off and make sure that no one hears you, Air Dry Freezers are the ones you need to go. Thank you, Air Dry Freezers, for sponsoring this episode today.
So, fun fact, my mic wasn't on.
You
Fucking A plus.
You buffoon!
How
dare you!
Restart stream!
Hey, just go to the fucking starting screen. Just go back. That's the bullshit.
Part.
That's the scuff.
Welcome everyone to the Beers and Bullshit Podcast. I'm Beers.
I'm Beards.
I'm bullshit.
And welcome to the first episode of the podcast. We don't need to cover today's sponsor because today's sponsor is already covered.
We'll cover it again. Thank you again to Air Dry Freezers, this perfect place for kitchen staff and others to scream their heads off and make sure no one hears it. Thank you, Air Dry Freezers, for sponsoring today's episode.
It works quite well, let me tell you.
Sometimes it works a little too well. But welcome everybody to the first episode of the podcast. There is no topics behind the podcast. It is just us three getting together and having fun, bullshitting, drinking, and involving you.
This first episode will just be kind of an introductory, kind of a pilot, bullshitting around, the usual. The future episodes will probably have some form of fucking theme. We're unsure right now.
There will be themes for every other episode but this one. This one is just straight us bullshitting, flying by the seat of our pants.
And then, of course, let's talk about the reason that's brought the three of us together today.
Grim, would you like to talk about the reason why we're brought together today?
Of course. I thought I was handing it off to you, but I'll happily talk about it. For those of you who don't know, June is, of course, Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And that, of course, being advocates for all of us here, have reached out in our own way in programs in our own different areas of either work or life. We take it very seriously, having our own stories and our own reasons for doing so. So this podcast, of course, was brought together by the three of us to try and form a super group, if you will, of other male identifying streamers and such, to talk about and make the stigma less heavy about talking about mental health, and as well as exploring different topics that kind of fit that bill. So over the course of June, you'll be seeing the three of us not only doing this podcast, but you'll also be seeing us working with and collaborating with other streamers, doing either games and talks and such about what is exactly going on. And of course our own stories, talking to others about it, seeing how they've dealt with it, grown with it, healed with it, and then trying to break down those walls that really kind of hold us in check. Because mental health is not meant to be stuck in one borderline or another, and making sure that you talk to someone is not weakness, it is strength. Reaching out and asking for help is never seen as something below you. It is always something to make you grow stronger. And that's why the three of us are here today.
And also it shows that we are stronger together as a group, dealing with it than just alone.
Thank you, Grim. You worded that honestly perfectly as hell.
I try.
Alright, so now that we have the introduction to the podcast and the reason behind the podcast and everything that we're doing today, let's break into some topics. First and foremost, goth chicks and fishnets.
Well, yeah,
That's the first topic?
that's the first topic of all things.
I mean,
I don't think there's really anything to discuss here. It's just...
I mean, it's...
Yes.
Yes. I mean, it's... There's not much discussion here. Like...
How about this? I was... So today was a Memorial Day barbecue party at my house. And me and my uncle were only 10 years apart. I grew up gaming with them. We were talking about the big games that were released this year and what could possibly show up for the 2025 Game Awards. and we were like going real deep into it. We could talk about that. How about that?
Wait, they did the Game Awards already?
No.
Oh.
They happen at the end of the year.
Okay, I was confused for a second.
We were just doing prospects for what it could be because this year has really good games.
Okay, I think definitely part of the contenders is going to be Doom Dark Ages.
It will be, but I don't think it will win much.
I don't think it will win too much, but it's never going to be up there for the contenders just due to the fact of...
It's going to be nominated for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Have either of you played it yet or watched any gameplay?
I've watched gameplay and it looks good. The biggest issue I have with it is that it is slower, so it's more methodical. But that's just more of the fact that it's going back to its roots. But it is very good. It's one of the main designers behind it was a concept artist for Pacific Rim.
Ooh.
And so
Really?
their large-scale combat it's the reason why some of the scenes that you see the large mechs come into play looks very Pacific Rim-ish, including the movements and how everything kind of flows, is because it was helped designed by a concept artist from the original Pacific Rim movies. But it does have some strong contending between Monster Hunter Wilds and Oblivion Remastered, even though I believe in my heart, and this is my hill I will die on, is that I believe that remasters and remakes should be not included in the Game of the Year awards. But they should be put in their own category.
I 100% agree. Remasters should never be put up for Game of the Year. And just like last year, DLCs should not be part of Game of the Year.
Yes.
That shit is bullshit.
I believe that DLCs and remasters / remakes, even though they are two different things, they should have their own categories. That way, all three can get the recognition they deserve, but Game of the Year should be reserved for specifically games that came out that year, so they have their own recognition. Because nostalgia and... to not even bash Erdtree. The Erdtree was a fantastic DLC. It was done very well, but it should get its recognition in its own right and not have to compete against and overshadow games that have their own chance for the spotlight.
What? And then what? Last year, what won? Was it Astro Boy? I never even heard of that game before the Game Awards.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear it either.
It was a specifically PlayStation exclusive, and that won because of a lot of nostalgia focus, because it had a significant number of cameos. It was a comfy platformer. It basically took place... It basically replaced the Little Big Planet, if you remember that from the PlayStation. It was essentially the PS5 version of Little Big Planet.
See, and that's another thing. If they're gonna have like exclusives, like if you got something that was like the PS exclusive or like a Switch exclusive, that should also have its own separate category, in my opinion. Because like,
Astrobot, yes, but Potatoes.
Yeah, close enough. Whatever. It's irrelevant. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think AJ, you are right. Is that anything if it hits all major platforms, that should be a major category for Game of the Year, because Nintendo has their own Game of the Year stuff that they do for their own platform. And so I don't think they should be counted in the major category as a criteria. But in the sense of, if you have a game that you're putting out that hits a majority of players or is able to go on all three platforms, that should put you in Game of the Year. Sometimes that's a little bit more difficult than necessary, especially for indie developers.
Yeah.
But that is why you have the indie categories, and that's why you should have a indie Game of the Year. You should have a PC Game of the Year, an Xbox Game of the Year, PlayStation Game of the Year.
Maybe if they made those categories, it would do like really well. Honestly,
and
I think those
and the biggest issue, the reason they're not going to, is the same reason why the Oscars don't do it, and why the Oscars is all like politics and money.
Yeah,
it's the same reason.
But here's the thing, though, like the amount of money that they get from watching or from people watching and like doing stuff with the Game Awards. You realize how much more money they could make if they did separate that category? Because it would take longer time, but they would get more like revenue towards it for it taking longer or breaking it into like a 2-day event.
I mean, it wouldn't even take that much longer if you just add the categories. It's just you'd have to strip away a lot of the fluff they do.
Yeah.
And it's
Which
like,
is fine, honestly. I don't want all that fluff. It's
yeah, like if you're gonna
needless.
do a reward show, like a reward ceremony, it should be that. It should be an award ceremony, and you go about your day. But a lot of things that happen with like the Oscars, with the Emmys, with everything else, including the Game Awards, it is all, we're gonna have this guest star come, we're gonna have this guest speaker come in, we're gonna have this happen, we're gonna have this panel, we're gonna do this. It's like, no, no, no. If we're here for an award ceremony, do the award ceremony. If you want to do fluff leading up to it or around it, have guest speakers, have panels, do that before or after. Like, don't try to stick it in between and then bitch about time constraints. If the army can do an award ceremony in 6 hours with fucking multiple battalions of people, fucking you can do it for a game industry. Like, it's not that fucking high of a bar.
Well, and that's like last year. They had so many instances where like there was like a 15-20 minute setup in between each game, but it wasn't even because of the games, it was because of the shit they were showing off. Like that one band that came in and sang, I don't know, I don't remember what their name was, but they were like this like almost
Was it for Metal Hellsinger?
I think so.
Okay.
But like
That
was
really cool that they put on that metal concert.
it was
That was a huge issue for time.
It was, and that's the thing, because they had like a 15-minute intermission just for them to set up to do the like 6-minute song for another 10-minute intermission for them to tear down between games. So right there was like damn near over half hour just for one song.
And it's the whole thing too, is like when Mick Gordon was when they premiered the original Doom Eternal at the E3 panels.
Yep.
When they were actually showing it off, he came on and he played on stage with the group that actually did the game, but that was part of the panel at E3, which is a massive event, so they had other things going on at the same time, but like that was scheduled into it. And so if you're going to do the Game Awards, do the Game Awards. Like, don't do the shit behind it. Like, have everyone come up, they get their 5 minutes of fame, they're up on there, you show, like, a 5-minute clip of the game to get people interested in it, kind of show them what's going on, and then at the end of it, because you're going to be probably watching it digitally, just have resources put up for people to go find the games that won in the categories. Like, they're making it more difficult to try and play into the live TV, cable TV nonsense, and that shit don't work anymore. Like,
It really doesn't.
It
You're
just,
right.
that formula doesn't play nice anymore, and like they need to cut it the fuck out. And then Odell brings up a good point, talking about games like FIFA and other sports games, is that should have its own category. They can have their own category, but there has to be something that does it better.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just say, oh, because the New Year version has no competition, and like it's best and it wins. Like, there should be something behind it that does better. Like, if you have FIFA, if you have fucking NFL and Madden, and you have Blood Bowl, like the Warhammer version of rugby.
Yep.
Like, those three are going to compete against you to see which one is more fun for people.
Which one won the sports
2K.
game of the year.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be an EA game.
Yeah.
Right. But like, that's the thing, is like, if you're going to do a sports category for that, it's going to force them to kind of start bridging out away from that, because they're going to start having to compete against games that are not that same formula. Like, if you put Madden and 2K and FIFA against Blood Bowl, or if you put them against like fucking Rocket League, and you put them against, you know, other games that are in that sports category but are a different niche, it's going to force them to start changing their ways, because they're going to start losing.
And
Well,
because
it's just the same thing that they put out every year, anyhow.
Exactly.
Yeah, it just
I mean, it's
literally
the same thing
with the new
fucking
roster.
Call of Duty, which is why Call of Duty's losing steam, because they're doing the same shit every year, and why they're losing out to indie developers, and why the people who do stay around and play their shit are not enjoying it
Honestly,
as much.
Indie developers have been like rising up really nicely lately. And now to kind of get back on topic, another example, Schedule 1. That I think that's winning indie game of the year.
Oh, easy.
Definitely
I would say
part of the
hands down.
contender.
Last year it was Balatro. This year I think it's Schedule 1.
100%.
unless Expedition 33 counts, I think Expedition 33 is a clean sweep this year.
I definitely think it's going to be between Schedule 1 and Expedition 33. I would say Expedition 33 counts in the indie game because I think it's like what 10 developers,
Yep.
which I would definitely say is it is in the indie category. Like if your development team is 30 people or less, like you're an indie developer group. Now, does that open the cans down the line for like other developer teams to be like, oh, we had 30 people and they had like AAA backing? Sure, that opens that kind of door for it. But if it means that indie groups start getting more funding and sponsoring from other publishers and developers, then like that doesn't really harm us in the long run either. It gets more people into the field to do more things.
Yeah, exactly. And like, honestly, I'm glad that the indie developers have been pulling up so much because they are literally the backbone of the gaming industry at this point.
Yeah.
AAA games have sucked.
Dude,
Oh,
There's
like
nothing.
you want to know what the
Indies
biggest
have been
fumble when it
pulling
comes
so
to
hard.
AAA? Well, you want to know what the
Blizzard
biggest
and-
fumble that just happened recently? Like Wizard shot itself in the ass, like flat out. We'll say them, EA, everyone else kind of shot themselves in the ass. Sony shot themselves in the ass recently with Helldivers. Blizzard definitely shot
Ubisoft.
themselves in the ass. Ubisoft did it. But the biggest blunder that is still currently going around is actually with Gearbox and Take-Two. For those of you who didn't hear, there was a change in their end user license agreement that Randy allowed to get pushed. That the EULA is retroactive to all of their titles. If you go and look at any of the Borderlands games on Steam currently, they're getting review bombed for a reason. The reason being is that Randy has already confirmed that because Borderlands 4 is going to be on Switch, he's looking at a flat $80 price tag for every platform. Which means for those of you in Canada are going to be paying about 111 to 120 for it.
dude, that's fucking.
Just to give you a
Bro,
fucking scale.
I just
His
pulled up Borderlands, and it's mostly negative reviews.
Yep.
Right now.
Yep.
His response to that when someone asked him, because they were like, "Why?" Like that's kind of a fucking dick move. He goes, "Well, when fucking I can't remember the game he used an example. He was like, this game came out when I was, working part-time and it was $80, but I was doing part-time and doing this and I was able to afford it because I pushed strings and I pulled this." Everyone's like, okay, that was 30 years ago. You can't use a 30-year example to justify you making an $80 price tag for a game, riding the coattails of another group that is already shooting themselves in the ass. But to circle back on their EULA, let's start here. If we developed a game and we put it on Steam, what is the most amount of information we would need from people to buy the game? There's two things. That is the most basic things we need for someone to buy the game from. It's the data you give to the person to buy it.
Well, we would just need their purchasing info so that way they can pay us for it, and then I don't even know what the other one is.
Well, it's name and payment method essentially is the two things,
Right.
because
Yep.
the name goes to the payment method, payment goes to the name. That way we can say, hey, John Smith bought this game, he used this credit card, cool. We can push that to billing, they pay us, we get money, great, poggers. That is the basis of what you need. And unfortunately, a lot of large developers have started to expanding that EULA so that, they don't just need that. Borderlands 4's EULA that has been retroactively pushed to the entirety of Gearbox's franchise, mind you. Any game that is even single player that is attached to the Gearbox title now has this EULA, where they will harvest data all the way down using what seems to be a kernel-based anti-cheat program, where they're going to be pulling everything up to and including your spending habits. Like, it is deep scans and skimming.
that almost seems entirely illegal.
It is, and the thing is that because they changed it secretly, they're going to be getting in trouble in the EU.
Yeah.
Because the EU has a lot of laws against that.
So all the governments in Europe are about to sue EA. Or not
Germany
Gearbox.
specifically. Germany is already gearing up to do it because Germany has a lot of consumer laws against that kind of shit. So they're already in hot water. And now that people have found it out and a lot of people have dug down into it, taken the time to read through it, used AI to skim it, like they've done everything they can to basically pull out everything they can find, and they're putting the receipts together. And it doesn't look good for Gearbox or Take-Two because it's not just name and like payment, it's spending habits, what you're doing, when you're doing it. And also, here's the kicker. If you played any multiplayer game with that franchise and you cheated at any point or used a glitch and got banned, whatever, you were now bricked from any of their titles.
So, like, if I use exploits in Borderlands single player, and the game gets overloaded and says, "Oh, you cheated," I'm just fucked.
Yep.
You're bricked from going and playing like Borderlands 2, 3, prequel, or 4.
It sounds like they need to fuck right on off.
Yep, which is why everything is going up in flames for them currently, and why Nintendo is also in the same.
Yeah, I was
hot
gonna say
water.
because they're basically saying that too. That if you fuck with the Switch and like, because you're buying your Switch, but you're not owning the right to having it. Like it's
They're changing it to be licenses.
yeah, which is horseshit.
And like renters agreements, which is stupid. Because now it's like you don't own the games, you own the license to the games, which Ubisoft tried to do, and people went, "No, that's dumb as fuck."
People went
that is
and
not how
burnt
this shit works.
I'm
down to
going to
that.
emulate Nintendo games even harder now. Fuck them.
Dude, honestly. And
And
that's
they
like
also said that if you mod your Nintendo Switch at any point, or you do anything to fuck with it, and they see it through whatever fucking system they're using as a viewer, they'll just brick your device.
yep. So
and
then
you're
you have
fucked.
a $450 paperweight.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like going like back to like the prices. That's like the new Pokemon game that's coming out. Its base is gonna be like $90, just because it's only on Switch.
Yeah, and it's because they're and
I'll say it,
it's
like,
just dumb. It's really stupid.
the AAA games and all the big name studios. If they keep releasing games at these ridiculous ass prices, they will not get anyone buying. They will have so less of a consumer base because no one wants to buy their shit.
I mean,
That's the
Yeah.
problem, though. You got the people who don't care about the price. They're like, oh, hey, GTA 6 is coming out. Oh, base game's $120. Well, I'm going to buy it because it's GTA.
No,
And
I
that's
think
the
at that
issue.
point, that's a boycott. You
Yeah.
just boycott the shit out of it. I think people need to band together at that point.
Yeah, there needs to be we outnumber them multiple thousands to one. That
What-
we need to just say enough's enough. Like
Yeah.
we're not gonna touch it. We're not gonna deal with this. But yeah, so that's what I feel is along the game scope right now. Is just there needs to be a lot more consequences to people's actions when it comes to that kind of situation, because it's just that's fucked.
So,
And like, I'll use an example. All these companies are charging ridiculous prices. We have Killing Floor 3 coming out in July.
Yep.
It is $40.
Yep.
We have been waiting how long from Killing Floor 2 to Killing Floor 3? And they don't even pump it up to 70 like the other
Nope.
AAAs.
no, because they know better.
Well, and look at Arrowhead. Even though they had to partner with Sony to publish their game, how much do they charge with it coming out? 40.
Like, I'm kind of curious how much Player Obscure Expedition 33 was.
I think it was also 40.
$35.99. This game is a masterpiece and is half the price of a AAA.
Another game that I think is going to be a good contender, Split Fiction.
Yes.
I didn't see anything about it. Honestly, I don't care much.
It's a good storytelling game, but it because it forced you kind of having to do a co-op thing. It's good, but it's one of those things of you have to have two people to do it.
Yeah,
Right.
but I mean, even then, it's a really
Fantastic
good
storytelling.
and it's got really good like artwork and stuff to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that one's only $50. It's not even like the retro, like, or not the retro, the normal pricing of 60. They made it $10 cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And correct me if I'm wrong, they also made it where if one person owns it. Is it? If one
I have no idea if they made it a single player option.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest,
French
I
Pass.
think-
They added the French Pass. Only one person needs to have it for you to play it.
Mm-hmm. So they did the same thing that they did for It Takes Two.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest, some of these companies are seeing like what AAA are doing, and they're learning that like people don't want to spend $70 to $150 for a game, and they're like, okay, well, if we want people to take a look at our games, we can just have them pay affordable prices with actually good mechanics and gameplay and story.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like Pal World, I think is like 30, which is insane
30.
for the amount of shit you can get out of it. The fact that it's a built-in randomizer, if you want to do challenge runs or Nuzlocke runs, like
That's insane.
it knocks so much out of the park. I mean, and then you have other games that are also the same thing. Like Warframe is still sitting at 30. Of course, there's like, actually no, I think it's free to play off the nose.
It is free to play.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, like, it's all free to play, and the only thing you're really putting in is the money for plat. But if you got people who you know that are playing it, or if you get like good shit in it, like you can sell and just make money off of it. It's like you really don't even have to spend anything if you don't want to. So it's like, what are the fuck are these AAA's doing? You know, it doesn't make any sense.
They're fucking around finding out in the roughest way possible.
Oh yeah,
Speaking of
it's
fucking
gonna be
around finding
sandpaper
out,
dildo time.
speaking of fucking around and finding out, I think Assassin's Creed Shadows fucked around way too much and found out fucking hard.
Oh yeah,
What'd they do?
That game was so culturally offensively wrong. Assassin's Creed Shadow, AJ. It's
That's
just
the-
probably the
That was
newest Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, that's the one that they had like.
It was in Japan, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to do the era, but I couldn't.
I don't know what era it is in, but they like
It's not the Edo
They pitched-
period or anything like that.
I couldn't remember. But like they just did an awful job on it. They went very culturally wrong on it. And it's just to my own culture it's offensive.
It's set in the Sengoku period of the 16th century.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't know about you guys, but I had the name. The first Berserker, Kazan.
I just looked at that today actually.
I think that one's gonna do pretty good because from everything that I've seen, it's a really, really good Souls-like game.
I just haven't heard much on it. I think it just needs to pick up some traction.
It does. I mean, it only came out. I say only, but it came out in March, so I mean, it's still got some time to grab traction. But I think that
definitely.
I think that one has some opportunity to go up there.
I think as soon as like some big streamers like sit down and play it, it's about to like just take off. Probably that's just how it is, honestly, in the gaming world. People see a big streamer play it. The streamer gives a review like, "Oh, it's going to be great." It's great. Oh, it's shit. Blah blah blah. And then people buy it and pay and just play the shit out of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are getting the new Mafia game towards the end of the year.
And a new Metal Gear, but I'm not sure if they'll be in time for. Game Awards.
Mafia and Metal Gear both come out in August.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're also getting, what is it? We're getting a couple more indie games. We're getting Outer Worlds 2, but that's in 2025.
Yeah.
So that kind of pushes out of the Game of the Year area.
Well, we are talking about games for 2025, but we don't know when it comes out.
Yeah, but see, that Tony Hawk game, as far as I know, it's just a remake. But like, I have a game list pulled up of all the planned releases and stuff, and it showed me like,
Oh yeah,
it showed me like most it's got stuff highlighted for like which ones like our AAAs and stuff.
I forgot we had the Dynasty Warriors release this year, but no one cares about Dynasty Warriors anymore.
Yeah.
That used to be the shit when I was younger. Oh my god, that was so fun on PS2. Trying to look, see what else there was this year. There was another Sniper Elite. I heard nothing about Spider-Man 2.
I heard a lot of bad things about it.
And then there's Kingdom Come Deliverance too. That game I heard a decent amount about. I heard it was pretty good.
It is.
I did hear that there was alright stuff going on with it. Like, it wasn't anything insane. It was very much like the first one, but it had a lot more to it, and it's just like good for them. They did it. Like,
Okay.
they made a good successor.
So, legitimate question: how do we think Hello Kitty Island Adventure is going to do?
Oh my god.
I'm only asking because I've seen so much gameplay of it.
I
And I
don't know how much I can stereotype this without being offensive in any way, shape, or form, but it's like the how do I even put this? God.
Ponder your orb.
It's like the most stereotypical game. Oh my god. It's like,
it bleeds into the stereotypes.
it's like the animal. It's like the next Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's kind of the shtick for it. It's very much like another
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
But yeah, a part of my top picks, I'm gonna have to say Monster Hunter Wild. I think it's definitely gonna win.
I don't know.
Like,
It's been as a
but I think it's gonna be nominated for quite a few things, like
I don't
art
think
and
it'll win. It'll
music.
be nominated, but
I think Split Fiction is probably gonna go up there.
I'll just call it now. Expedition will more than likely 100% win music. That soundtrack is beyond this world. It is so good.
Oh, here's a big one that we didn't even talk about: Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered.
It does not matter. It's a remaster. I
Yep.
don't care.
I know, but
I don't care if they rebuilt it from the ground up. It needs its own category.
no, I agree that it needs its own category, but I think that one's probably gonna get thrown out there. Same with The Last of Us 2
I
Remastered.
hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't, honestly. I think that is such bullshit. It should never, ever be considered for our Game of the Year.
That was part of the remaster. Yeah, I know, but I don't know. People are dumb, and a lot of people loved like The Last of Us, so I think that one might unfortunately get thrown in there.
I really don't like Last of Us like at all.
It was so overhyped for no reason.
They killed the best character in the whole series in the second game and just went, okay, play, have fun, and then it was just all over. It was so mid.
Didn't it like get review bombed for a good part?
Probably.
Like I think they got slammed because it was like the fact that they killed Joel and like just like the story was pretty basic.
I am looking at other stuff like,
Yeah.
and then of course when June comes around, the Switch 2 drops, so everything's kind of just dropping for Switch 2.
Yeah. Dude, okay. I don't know. I see a lot of people buying the Switch 2, but like I'm really hoping like people don't fucking buy it so like to break the fucking bullshit of them being able to brick your device and stuff.
Yeah.
The only reason I would get a Switch 2 is if they release a genuinely good Pokemon game. Probably not going to happen. Or a Fire Emblem game that is so out of this world good that I have to play it. I absolutely love Fire Emblem.
As of right now, the new Pokemon game ZA or whatever it's called, a lot of people have high hopes for it just because they're bringing a bunch of new game mechanics. But that obviously remains to be seen on how well it's actually going to work.
Right.
Speaking of Pokemon, the new Pokemon set drops at the end of this month, and I'm so excited for it. It's all Team Rocket based.
Oh, you're excited for Team Rocket Base, huh?
Damn fucking right, I'm excited for Team Rocket base.
Oh, they have Night Rain coming out too.
I thought it already came out.
No, it comes out this Thursday.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I thought it already came out because I thought it was like released just recently. But yeah,
No,
no,
it comes
Night
out this
Rain.
Thursday. That should definitely get something. And then there's Ghost of Yotai.
How do we think Fragpunk's doing?
It's picked up a lot of traction.
Okay.
But basically, I think if you'll like it if you like Valorant. It's a very Valorant-esque game, and I really don't care about Valorant.
Dude, Jim Tech's been playing a lot of Fragpunk, and he keeps trying to get me to play it, and it's like, do I really want to get involved into another shooter like Val? Like,
I mean, I'll give it a try because it's free, but
Yeah.
I don't really feel like I'm going to like it.
Dude, I'm honest to God too, ready to uninstall Valorant and like go into my files and delete Riot because I'm so sick of their fucking shit.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
might delete Riot because I don't play Valorant, I don't play League, and I used to a little bit because I actually had fun in League a little.
Yeah,
Just a little.
they only have what, like 4 games under their like 4 successful games under their belt.
Yeah, something like that. They aren't like they make their money through the store.
Yeah, absolutely they do. And like the fact that they charge like hundreds of
my friends are
dollars
sick.
for fucking what are they called? Like their packs. Like
Yeah.
like so the fact that some of their like just their knife skins cost like $60 is like, wow, I'll go fuck myself.
Like my friends check the Valorant store daily, so that way they can try and get good skins.
Yeah.
And it's just so unreal to me. Ooh, that's right, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. My uncle was telling me about this game earlier. That's coming out this year. Apparently, it's like some old this is the second one of an old game series.
Mm.
It looks pretty good. I think that one could take off.
You know what I would love to see come out?
What?
A new fuck, what are they called? Oh god, what's the Binding of Isaac? Like, what's that game genre?
Pain.
Pain.
Very much pain.
I think that's a pretty
Roguelike.
represent.
Yes,
Well,
a
yeah.
roguelite. Yes.
I would like to see a couple new roguelikes come out.
There are
I have
a few.
one. I have one called Bro Venture. That one is a co-op one that looks pretty interesting. And it's like $4.
Oh yeah, I remember you
Enter the
sent it to me.
Gungeon. There's a bunch. There's a few other roguelites. I don't know that are coming out this year off the top of my gnomes.
Dead
Yeah.
Zone Rogue came out this year. That's really
I've been
cool.
playing the shit out of that. That's fucking cash.
I only played it once since it officially launched, but like, oh my god, I played the demo. It was so good. I just need to play it more, and then I need to play it with people, but like no one has it. Like you, Grim, are the only other person I know, and then it's you and one other person that I know have it, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, it is like it fucking made me sweat. Like I was playing on expert, and it's like an entirely new level of difficulty, and like I enjoy Doom shooters. I enjoy boomer shooters, like with a fucking passion, and that's what this is. And it made me fucking sweat, and I was like, damn.
I'll have to hit you up sometime to play it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, since I think we've pitter-pattered on games enough, let's see about, there was a subject that I think AJ brought up a while ago, which I thought would be interesting to talk about, was about superpowers, since AJ here has been playing Marvel Rivals a lot, along with Dom and a few other people.
I thought we wanted to do that when we had a bunch more people in here.
I wanted to save.
I wasn't sure.
I wanted to save that for at least when we got Stinga in here because I think he'd be fun with that one.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, we can say it for that. I just knew that was the topic list that we had, like at least the improv one
Yeah.
that we kind of patched together.
Yeah,
I mean, okay,
we'll have a bunch of ideas for this shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so quick question. We're about 40 minutes into the recording. We have at least another 45 minutes. Do we want to call it for the first episode and start the second one, or do we just want to keep rolling?
I think we could call it here for the first episode as the pilot. It was a lot of game talk and like a generalized introduction that we didn't really do.
Okay.
Well, then let's wrap up the first episode by just doing some introductions about the three of us, and then we'll pin this in the audio with a few little breakers to make sure it's the end of the first episode for editing purposes.
Oh,
And then we'll roll into the second one.
I was gonna just hit stop recording and start a new recording.
Or that
Yeah.
also works.
All right. Who would like to go first?
I've been bullshit this episode. I am Dom.
I have been Beers
That
this
is my
episode.
name.
I've been Beers this episode. I am Firefighter AJ.
I've been Beards this episode, and I am Grim of Grim Hour Productions.
The D&D Father to Save Us All.
Yes. So let's talk about stuff that we do on the back end before we wrap it up, so people know who they're talking about. So I'll start us out. As AJ said, I am the D&D Father. I am a DM of 20 years. I've been doing D&D work, game
Old
master
ass.
work. Oh, fuck you. Rule stuff, game design, graphic design, a bunch of different things in between. Just over my sake. These guys here have been experience to what's the going on.
I haven't.
Well, then there's the VODs for you to go watch, Tom. Get good.
Oh, okay.
Grim, you can,
But yeah.
so you can tell me to hush my mouth, but you can't forget about your little other project you're working on that involves a lot of words.
Oh, yes, I'm also an author. I write books. One of the books that I am looking to put out, hopefully in the summer of this year, if not a little bit after, is going to be my first book in the romantasy genre. So we're going to see how that goes. Essentially, it's smut. It's well-written smut.
From what I've heard, it is very well written smut. I have one person who has told me about it.
Yes. But yeah, so that's what I do in my free time. I may start doing music production again because there's someone that I ran into in a friend of mine's stream who produces electronic music and wants to get back into it. And I told him that I would be able to, if I got a 6-string bass, we could definitely do some pretty nice industrial music. So I'm excited for that if that comes around to what it is. So, keep your ears out.
Dom, go ahead.
I am Dom Gator VT. God, what do I even say? I like metal music. I play video games.
He's the skeleton
I'm
wearing a
mainly-
hat.
Shut up. Accurate, but shut up. I don't know. I play a lot of games. I've really liked to play zombie games. Strangely enough, usually FPS, but I'm wide variety. I'm very variety streamer.
Very much.
Other than that, I'm kind of a bundle of chaos when I'm around people. Kind of stupid.
I think we all are. All right.
Yeah.
I'll end us here then. I'm AJ, Firefighter AJ, and I'm also just a wide variety content streamer. I do whatever chat tells me to. They'll recommend me games, and I just go along with the chaos. And my tidbit is I am also a real firefighter.
So a big cringe lord.
Yes, very much. I prevent people from doing their thing that they call fun of arson.
Yeah, we don't have those in chat today.
Yeah, thankfully.
Not today.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Alrighty. That will do for the first episode of Beards, Beers, and Bullshit. Thank you very much for everyone coming in and listening. And yeah. Anyone got anything to add?
No, I think
I
I think we'll
yeah,
start episode 2 talking about our plans for the future of this podcast.
All right.
and then some other bullshit about it.
Yeah.